What is going on, guys? Vuxury here. In today's video, I'll be teaching you guys how to drive better on Greenville. This video will include road laws along with driving tips to improve your driving. I'll be joined by Rajay and Sun D Fan, or Shadow is what I call him. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first thing about starting when you're learning to drive better on this game, you want to make sure your controls are right, as they are very important for this game. First, you want to check your turn signals, as it's the most important. Left turn signal is Z, as you see. The middle is hazards, which is X. And then C is your right turn signal. As you see, the turn signals work. Next, we're going to check our lights. L is your lights. And then H is your horn. As you see, all those controls work on my end. They're just lagging because Greenville has a lag issue for some reason. So yeah. Once your controls are right, you also want to make sure your mouse sensitivity is right. As you see, this is perfect for me. I can move around everywhere and then center it back to where I had it before. As you see, look around and I can center it back. Now, my sensitivity for my camera is on 1 because my mouse DPI settings are different from, Roblox. My mouse DPI is actually pretty fast, and that allows me to have my camera sensitivity on 1. You can either press F or the power button right there. Now, things to know. So I am using manual, so here's how you launch. And that's basically what we're going to start off with. Here's how to launch a manual car without squealing the tires. Now, here's what it will look like if you just held in the clutch, hold W and let off the clutch. As you see, it launches and you will get pulled over for that, as they'll think you're doing a burnout. So what you want to do is you want to hold the clutch, tap W a little. Once you get to like 3K, like if it's chilling at 3K, you just want to let off shift and it'll launch. As you see, no tire squealing, and they'll see that you're in a manual car and you'll be a cool guy. But yeah, when leaving out of parking lots, you want to make sure you look left and right. In this case, you do have to look a little because they might be, turning around right here. So just watch out for traffic right there. But the most important one, of course, is make sure you look right. Once it's clear, you can leave the parking lot. When driving a manual, you do not want to over rev. In a Roblox game, it doesn't really matter, but in real life, you could damage your motor doing this, or even the gear that you're in. So do not over rev, and basically watch out for speed limits. Now, the speed limit sign is up here, but I would think it's around 35 to 25 in here, but this is Roblox, so we do not follow traffic laws, but this is a way to improve your driving. Another thing to look out for is the bad drivers. You do not want to stare at your car when you're driving. You want to look ahead of you as if you were in a real car. That's what I do, and that's how I avoid all my crashes. As you see, there's a stop sign, so you want to hit your downshifts. And in this case, it's a 2-lane road where someone can turn in and such. So you want to look left and right. But just be careful. This one doesn't really matter as much. You may not have to look right, but I probably would. But it's mainly about looking left. And if you see it's clear, you can of course make your turn. As you see, a speed limit's 35, so I'm gonna go in a higher gear and cruise at 35. There's no stop sign for me, so I can go through, but they have a stop sign. As you see, we are now at a red light. Now, the pattern here is a little bit different. So as you see, the lane I'm in has a different lighting pattern, which is a lot different from this side. As you see right there, all lanes must stop. Now, I will pull over to there to show you the lighting pattern, so you want to look, of course. Now I'm going to break a law real quick here, and let's see who catches on. I'm not going to say what law I broke, but let's see who caught on. So there are multiple lanes here. This lane is of course the passing lane, but you can always be in there at a red light. This is just a regular lane if you're going the speed limit or less. And this is the turning lane. As you see, it divides and goes like that. And what you see here, it's a flashing yellow, so you most likely want to go through this light. And basically this arrow means you can turn, and if it's red you cannot turn. If it's green, you can turn. This is also green, which means you can turn. Now, do not just blister out here. When it's green, like right here, these two lights, when these are green, you have to yield for the traffic going straight, as they are literally just going straight. If it was a arrow only turn, then the turning lanes would be the only lanes turning. But in this case, if it's all green, as you see all these lights are green, you have to yield for these people going straight, as they have the right of way. Now for the people that are turning right here, if it's a right on red, they have to yield for you. So yeah, that's basically how that works. It's pretty simple. I'm not gonna go into full detail about that, as a lot of you guys know. But yeah, make sure you use your turn signals too. Even right here, I know I have the right of way, but I would still yield because they could be through the stop sign already. So yeah, just be careful right there. Now this turn, I would stay to the far right as possible, as a lot of people tend to speed through here, as it's a very unsafe one. Now right here, this is one where you really have to pay attention. I would look far down there to make sure that no one's coming before pulling out. Same with this lane. As you see, someone's at the red light, but it's of course red. So once you see no one's here, you can always just pull out to the middle right here in the turning lane, kinda, so you're out of that traffic's way. Now if there's no one coming that way, you can still just go ahead and make your turn. As you see, I'm in the passing lane, but no one is near me, so what I would do is to get in the regular lane, as you're not passing anyone, so you're technically lane hogging. There's no point of you doing that, so do not do it. Things such as this turn right here, you would want to wait on this person to turn. If, oh, in this case, you cannot even do a U-turn, so just ignore everything I just said. Speed limit is 45 through here, so you want to obey that law. This is a 5-speed manual, so this is a pretty fun car to drive. But yeah, as you see, it is a yellow. That does not mean speed up and run it. In my case, I do end up running it in RP servers, as crashes could happen, but that really means to slow down, and red of course is red, so you do not want to run that at all. As you see, we have someone in traffic next to me, and the way this light works is the left turning lane goes first and then we go. So as you see, it's green for everyone, so if you want to turn left, these people going straight have the right of way. So yeah, I'm not really going to go into crazy detail on this video, as I can make a more detailed version of this. I just wanted to update my 2019 guide or 2020 guide. So yeah, hopefully this video helped you out, and yeah, this has been Vuxury, and I am out.